Hi, good afternoon. My name is Carl Brown. I am a chaplain here at the Family Life Training Center.
Chaplain Edward Harris.
When we talk about addictions, it's at a place where people begin to cry out for help. And sometimes what we have, Ed and myself, and then we have a great team here, that people have suffered in silence. And the suffering in silence just does nothing but exacerbate the problem or the issue. And so as we continue to suffer in silence, take on more things to cause addictions to increase. But by the time they come here at a place where I need to get this out, I am tired of being in pain, I'm tired of dealing with these issues, and so I need to get some help. And this is what we do.
They're already dealing with pain.
Yeah.
All right. If anybody tells you that shame is not pain, they're wrong. So addiction is really about trying to cover the pain.
Yeah.
What is that pain? Alcohol tries to cover it. Heroin, methamphetamines.
Yeah. Marijuana is a leading drug that open the door, the gateway. They say marijuana is a gateway drug to all of the other, drugs to try to numb the brain. Sure.
You wonder how many people with tobacco addiction
Yep.
are using that to relieve some type of pain.
To try to numb the pain or to try to deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when we talk about different types of addictions as well, sex is great. It feels wonderful, but it also numbs pain. And when we talk about addictions, when we dive into the deeper level of it, that's when you really begin to hit those areas that we have tried to bury and cover and not deal with.
The addiction just keeps you at the surface. Like,
Yeah.
if I can get it, I can get away from it. 60% of all female drug addicts are rape victims.
Wow.
It's a statistic. And what's worse, if you think about that from a female side of you, if 60% of all female drug addicts are rape victims and only about 30% of drug addicts are women, what does that say about the trauma experienced by many of those young men and older men that have struggled with addiction? And one of the things we don't talk about in terms of pain in this area, we talk about trauma in terms of like blunt force a lot of times. What about trauma that's abandonment, loss?
That is trauma.
Just never feeling loved. And what's that look like? Alone and isolated.
Yeah, that's a great segue, man, because wow, when you think about our formations, a lot of the trauma can be perpetuated from just attachments that we did not have, right? So when we literally look at or listen to the stories of those who are in our formations, some of them had tumultuous childhoods. Mom didn't love them, or dad didn't love them, or they got beat badly, or certain things happened to them in their lives. And so or these attachments, Sue Johnson with this whole attachment theory. So individuals who did not experience healthy attachments oftentimes experience some of those painful experiences in life. And so as a result, we just want to be loved. The individuals want to be welcomed. They want to feel appreciated, accepted. And so if they don't have healthy attachment, they go latch on or hook up with unhealthy attachments.
They're looking for any way they can get it.
Exactly.
Think about it, Carl. Think about why people join the Army now.
Yeah.
Think about what type of people are joining the Army.
Yeah.
And what's really interesting is, as a chaplain in basic training, I actually took notes. I have 5 cycles of research. Many of them come from broken homes.
A lot of them come from broken homes.
And what's really interesting is I had, on average, out of about 1,000, I had 40 people come up and tell me that they had been sexually assaulted.
Sure.
And men and women tell me they've been sexually assaulted. And so they're trying to escape something. Think about it. They're trying to escape. They're coming into the military. They're looking for that family, that love. Right. That drill sergeant is the first love they've ever think about that for a second.
Right.
The drill sergeant is going to love them.
Yeah. But that camaraderie that you experience is a family. You all are in the suck together. When you go ruck marching, your feet hurt, your body hurts. you know, you're away from home, and all of these individuals are in this place together, Ed, you know, it builds camaraderie, and in those moments can bring forth healing because you're attached to something.
They are, and I think that's what these people are looking for, some type
Absolutely.
of healing.
Yeah,
They're looking for some place where they feel like they belong because they haven't felt like they
absolutely.
belonged anywhere before, and so
Yeah.
this is a chance to belong to something.
We stand for.
Because we're here to help you with that inability to feel like you can control yourself,
Yeah.
and where can you go with that in a safe place where
Yeah.
you won't be judged, where you
Yeah.
can find the opportunity to explore yourself to a deeper level and
That's
come out the
right.
other side. Because you know what? The best Army leaders I've ever had in my life, senior leaders. I've had 3 drill sergeants that said, when in doubt, go to therapy, chaplain.
Yeah.
And I've had several senior battalion commanders. So therapy just isn't a weak link anymore. What we do here provides the confidentiality because we don't necessarily feel comfortable with people knowing that we're hurting because
Yeah.
we're supposed to be strong.
Sure.
But I would argue strength comes from knowing yourself.
Absolutely.
And you can't be stronger. You can portray strength where you can be strength. So
Yeah.
come work on what you need to work on. Free yourself from the things that are holding you back and become the person you were intended to be, not the person you're stuck as.